Hi, it's Colleen. This afternoon we're making towel cowls, and our towel cowls are so cute. You've got a cute fabric and a cute towel to keep your hands dry and clean while you're in your kitchen. Let me show you how to put these together. The first thing you want to do is pick a really cute kit for Millie Peas, milliepeas.com or the app, and you can search towel or towel cowl and you'll find our kits. The kit includes a towel, which in this case says "That's How We Roll." It includes a fabric that will complement the towel, and it also includes the pattern that looks just like this. So let's get started. Step one is to take your fabric and open it up and stitch this long seam together using a 1/4 inch seam. I usually do a couple of pins so that I don't get to the end and find that I've got it way off kilter. So take a minute, put a couple of pins in, and then stitch this seam. Then you'll press it, cut your selvages off, and turn it right side out. And I usually press it so that my seam is in the center on the wrong side, and I just think it gives you a very finished look. Everything we make is worth taking that extra second to make it look nice. So you'll prepare the opening for your towel by pressing a small hem here. About a 1/2 inch is what I usually do. I do cut off my selvages so that this will lay nice and flat, and then I press that. Give it a little spray starch to give it a little bit above body as well. The second thing you're going to do is take your towel and cut your towel in half, so you have one piece that looks like this, and then the other piece, of course, is just the plain white. You could measure it and cut to a length, or you can simply fold it in half and cut on the fold, and it will be just swell. Then you're going to make yourself a jig, and you're asking, what's a jig? A jig is a little tool that's going to help us lay out our towel so that it comes together really slick. I have this on my table. You could put this on your cutting mat. You could put this anywhere, but I love my blue painter's tape. And what this is, it tells me that I need my towel, when it's finished being stitched, I need it to be this wide. I also know that this is the center, and that's important so that I fold my pleats in my towel just right. You can also do a gather for your towel, but a pleat goes together actually faster and cuter. So here is the center of my towel, and I've got that pin on the wrong side. Let me show you why that's important. I'm going to lay this down, and if you wanted to, you could even at this point take another piece of painter's tape and hold this in place, and then your towel is not going to go anywhere. Okay, so now I know I'll start here. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to start my first fold of my towel so that it's just inside this painter's tape, so that I know that my towel will fit inside my fabric. Then I'll open it up, and my next fold, and I can see my pin here, my next fold is right at the pin. And then I'll fold it back in and back out, and I've got a really cute pleat that looks very nicely finished. A couple of Wonder Clips will finish this, and then I can move on to the other side. So again, I'll fold in almost to the painter's tape on this side, fold back at the middle, and fold in and fold out again. And so I have my both sides done. Clip, and I'll put a clip on this one as well. So at this point, I'll take this off and just give this a little look-see. Take my pin out, and you can see just how cute the towel is going to be. What I do at this point is take this over to my machine, and I'll top stitch this about a scant 1/4 inch from the raw edge. And this is really worth doing because now I've got this piece that's finished and it's stitched and it's not going to go anywhere. So I can go back at this point to my fabric, and I can insert my fabric in here. And if it's a little long, don't worry about it, just best fit. And then I do my top stitching on the right side here. So I do a couple of pins here because you don't want this moving. So I'll do another pin, and then I take it over to the machine. And when I do my top stitching now, I'll start about where my pin is, and I'll stitch very close to the fold. And then I come here and I usually do 3 stitches. Not because 3 stitches are any magic number, but it's enough distance to move my needle away from the folded edge, but not so much that I'm off of the end of the towel. So 3 stitches in, and then I go back using this fold as my guide so my stitching is straight. 3 stitches back, turn, pivot and turn, and then stitch over where I started. And I've got a really cute little rectangle stitched there. So you can see having it basted is so much easier than if this were pinned and I were trying to get this in here and get this in to stay with this either pinned or clipped. It's just not going to work so well. So once I get both sides top stitched, my towel cowl is done. Most of the time I put it in a gift bag and take it to someone's home who's going to serve me a nice dinner. So that's the towel cowl. So shop for the towel cowl. You look for your wonder clips. Also, I love our flower head pins for this because they're nice to hold on to and just really handy. Other towel cowls, we change them all the time. So don't hesitate to shop towel cowl on the app or milliepeas.com.